Hello, everybody. Glad to have you here with our Racing America Bullring Hot Lap. And joining us today, none other than 2002 Daytona 500 winner Ward Burton and NASCAR Xfinity Series driver Jeb Burton. And we just announced today, of course, the Rogers Heating and Cooling Orange Krush 200 at Orange County Speedway is going to be here on Racing America. And first off, Ward, thank you guys for letting us be a part of it. But how did this all come about?
My son Jeb Burton right there. He's been talking about us racing against each other and creating a fundraiser for our conservation efforts. And he's always bird dogging. And, Rogers Heating and Cooling is a growing local company. I've known Joey and Alyssa for a long time. And Jeb pretty much start talking details with them. And next thing you know, that market at Orange County is where they're moving and already in. So it could help them and help raise some money for conservation. So Jeb is on it. And of course, Sarah and Tom Dano are helping get all the details worked out.
And of course, the proceeds going to benefit the Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation. Jeb, I think back to that 2002 Daytona 500, and I remember you were a little boy in Victory Lane and all that. I'm just thinking about it now, and it's all coming to mind. How neat is it for you, first off, to be able to race against your dad here?
Yeah, man. First, I appreciate you guys wanting to cover the race and kind of spread the word a little bit. Really appreciate all the social stuff y'all been sharing and doing for us, and appreciate Rogers Heating and Cooling because, like Dad said, without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So, as you can tell, you can probably hear my phone blowing up this morning. A lot of different things going on from our hunting show to this race. So, sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine.
But yeah, man, we're excited. Looking forward to getting Dad back in the car. He's going to test here in a couple weeks, and he's actually going to be in our Sellers Burden racing car. So that's pretty neat. And I actually I'm purchasing a new car for me, but I won't be able to test that until probably 2 weeks before the race because we're putting it together right now. So a lot of different moving parts to get prepared for this race, but the biggest thing is just get Dad comfortable and getting him up to speed and getting where he can be competitive. So hopefully me and him can battle it out together in the top five, and hopefully maybe we can battle for the win.
Jeb, why Orange County?
That's a good question. So I live about 5 minutes from South Boston Speedway. So South Boston has kind of been my hometown track, but I feel like Orange County has been neglected my whole racing career life, and I know that isn't very long, but when I started racing, it was kind of an outlaw track. I had a lot of success down there. I got a track record and didn't race there a lot because it wasn't a sanctioned body track. So I feel like they don't get the attention they deserve. The Xfinity Series used to race there. Dad's won an Xfinity Series race there. There's a lot of history there. And it's only 45 minutes away from us. So I wanted to do something to take us back to our roots and get away from maybe what others would do and do something a little bit different and unique. And I feel like Orange County, back in the day, they used to race a point series from Orange County and South Boston back and forth before I was born. So really just wanted to take us back in time a little bit and go back to our roots.
Well, that place is unbelievable, and it puts on great races. Ward, what do you remember about racing at Orange County with you and Jeff coming up through the ranks there in late models, even before the Bush days?
Well, like Jeb was referring to, back in the 80s, South Boston and Orange County worked together. So they run alternate weeks. I won my first street stock race at Orange County, and got a lot of fond memories. Hey, learn from the best. Once you made it to late model, the Maurice Hills in the world there was the best late model stock driver in the country. So it's just a neat racetrack to race on. It's got a couple of grooves, and we're doing a few things, and they're doing a few things to make the track surface a little better for this coming event.
Last question, because there's a ton that we can talk about, and we will between now and March 28th. Tell the folks a little bit about the Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation and what you guys are actually raising money for.
Well, we started in '96. Alan, it was the first driver formed 501c in the sport, and we have grown leaps and bounds. We're pushing on 30 years. We own a little over 10,000 acres that we use for conservation models for all wildlife. We run a program called Army Compatible Use Buffer, protecting military bases and military mission by paying landowners to enroll their land in tools like conservation easements. So we're doing a lot with conservation. Don't have enough time to really explain it all, but we're just an advocate for taking care of our natural resources. Our outreach components are a lot of youth outreach and in particular veteran outreach. So we use all of our facilities to thank the men and women that have done so much for our country. And all of them enjoy activities in the outdoors. So the outdoors is a peaceful atmosphere to have events, whether it's a single family or a large event. So, man, we're working hard. So lucky I've got a family that's passionate about it and a wonderful staff as well.
Well, personally, and you hate to look at it from a personal standpoint, but selfishly, I've always grown up hunting and fishing. My son got his first deer back in December, and I couldn't have been more proud of him. Put racing together in the Burtons. I don't think you could have anything any better. Thank you guys for letting us be a part of it. Again, the Rogers Heating and Cooling Orange Krush 200, $15,000 to win for the late model stock cars. It's going to be here on Racing America, Orange County Speedway, March 28th.
Protect your melon, buckle up. Speedfest returns to Chris Motorsports Park and Watermelon Capital Speedway, Friday and Saturday, January 19th and 20th. CASA Southern Super Series race with CRA, Legends, Bandoleros, and Ross Chastain racing with the Pro Late models. On-track autographs are Saturday morning at 11:30 with feature action Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. For discounted tickets and info, check out trackenterprises.com and chrismotorsportspark.com. Protect your melon, buckle up. Speedfest, January 19th and 20th at Watermelon Capital Speedway.